So I'm just starting a brand new game of Lethal. And before I even get to my base, there's a feral after me. Welcome to my Lethal Warlord run. I haven't started it yet. This is brand new, and I've been putting it off for quite a while. I was playing Daybreak with my son for a bit, but now we've unlocked all of the prizes for me and all of the prizes for him. So I'm out of excuses. I actually do have to go and try to claim my final Lethal boon. So we're not going to go with any of my existing communities, because the thing I realized was, I was actually doing pretty well considering in the Lethal Zone, but in every case, I had always brought in a community that I had already worked on in the past. I'd already recruited and leveled up a bunch of characters. I already had, nice full stores of supplies, ammo, weapons, that sort of thing. And the thing I've never proven to myself is whether or not I can actually do it from scratch with a community with none of the advantages that come with, a lot of playtime together. So the rules for this campaign, I haven't really thought them through. So I'm not going to use any legacy characters. That's got to be one of the rules. No legacy characters. Even mid-game, I cannot bring in a legacy character. Can I bring in Red Talon characters? I think that's like bringing in a legacy character. I think I need to say no to Red Talon characters as well. Other sources of supplies, though, that seems like it might be a little bit more reasonable. Can I use the Daybreak trader to bring in some Daybreak supplies? I mean, that's expensive, but I don't know. The resources would be coming from Daybreak. They wouldn't be coming from this game. So maybe not that, but maybe, like, for instance, the Independence Pack. That costs influence, which I would actually have to earn in-game. So that seems more reasonable. So why don't we make the rule? I can't bring any legacy characters into the game, and I can't spend prestige on anything I'm doing in this. But other than that, I can still use all the other advantages that I've built up over time. That's okay. Yeah, we're going to skip the tutorial, and we're going to go full Lethal. Okay, so I've been playing in Providence Ridge for the past little while with the Salt of the Earth in my Bounty Hunters campaign. Honestly, I feel like I need to go Meagher Valley because that's like my favorite. It's where I feel most comfortable. And yeah, I mean, I don't feel bad about stacking the deck a little bit in my favor when I'm doing something that's going to be so difficult for me. So yeah, now we need to start up the game in the background so that we can actually start generating characters. And, I'm also, by the way, allowed to bring boons in. That's how they work. And actually, these are all marked as new because I've never used them before. I've always, brought in, communities that had already earned boons by other means. So, okay, well, should I say I'm definitely going with Builder? I mean, yeah, that's legit. That's how the game works. I'm going to bring in Builder, so I don't need to worry about power and water, at least. And then I start with a friendly trader or high-quality loot from old friends once a day. You know what? I'm thinking the once-a-day charity thing probably makes the most sense for what I'm going to be needing, because I'm probably going to be running out of everything constantly. Having a little trickle of extra stuff feels like that would be helpful. Of course, I don't have the Warlord boon because I'm about to try to earn it for the first time. And now we've got 3 random characters. So I should think about which skills I think will be valuable for my community. So mechanics is good. That can help a lot with being able to keep my cars in good repair, because cars are going to be very, very fragile. I'm trying to remember what all of these things do. So, that's right. Stack size for the entire community and health for the entire community. Sewing isn't bad. It doesn't unlock a bunch of stuff, but it's not bad. We've got, more mechanics. Music. Blank. Law. Soundproofing. I forgot what soundproofing does, but I don't care that much. Computers. I know sometimes I've wanted that, but that's not really as... I'm thinking I need the basics. Things like medicine. I think I need to start with the basics. Medicine, mechanics. Chemistry wouldn't be bad to also have, but I think this kind of makes sense. One thing I'm not going to do is randomly roll forever until I get one of the really fancy traits like Blood Plague Survivor. Not going to worry about that, mostly just because who wants to watch me do that? So, what else do we need to know about this guy? He's slovenly. Oh, so he's more vulnerable to infection. That's a little sketchy. What about this guy? Just nothing that interesting. And then Dante was a high school mascot. That's fun. Okay, let's keep cycling Kyle. Craftsmanship is not that interesting. Gardening, that could be valuable for producing food for these people. And he was in the ROTC, which means, his shooting starts kind of high. So if I want gunslinging, for instance, this guy might have access to it. So, okay, a gardener who's likely to get gunslinging. Theodore, you're kind of winning now. Okay, so I could get medicine from Lily Santana here. She's in mourning, which is... her morale is going to be just kind of permanently bad. I don't know if I can deal with that in lethal. Let's keep going. Here's medicine. La Sosa. Watched Westerns. Oh, that means that he... I think there's a good chance he's got gunslinging unlocked. That's the kind of thing I would have associated with watching Westerns. So... medicine and watched Westerns is sounding pretty good. And so I'm kind of enjoying the idea of Dante, the former mascot with sewing, being in the community. Being able to carry some extra stuff and have some extra health, even if it's a tiny amount, feels kind of cool to me. Oh, also both of these guys are warlords. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's make everybody a warlord, just in case I start losing characters like crazy. So let's just cycle until I see a warlord. Here we are. Warlord who can fish. That gives us some bonus food. That's not crazy. And she's a slaughterhouse worker. She starts with some extra fighting. I kind of like that. Jaisnavi? Is that what her name? How you'd pronounce that? I'm not sure. I'm going to say Jaisnavi. But if you know that name, please tell me how to pronounce it correctly. I mean, I'm the one who added it to the database, but there wasn't a pronunciation guide. So I think this is a good enough crew. I'm going to start.
And we're empty. Again.
So, whose turn is it to find more fuel?
Not me. Last time I almost walked right into a horde.
I have a better idea. We could settle down instead of moving on.
I admit it looks better than the last couple of towns we came through.
Well, now that you mention it, it does feel kind of homey.
It's settled. This town is where we'll set up our new base. We just have to find a spot that's defensible, maybe with some room to expand.
If you ever wondered about the awkward pauses in that conversation, it's because every voice has got their own different versions of those lines, but we didn't have the tools to have it just sort of go with the flow of lines. As one line ends, the next line begins. I think that we had to actually just pick an amount of time and do our best to fit all the lines into that amount of time.
Can't get shit done until we got somewhere to sleep.
All right, so let's give him this rucksack. I got this one. And we're gonna, I mean, look how low my health and stamina are. Oh, and we've got some nasty looking zombies already. At least there's a pack of us. But I'd rather avoid any conflict if I can. Luckily, I'm not sure they know how to get down off those rocks. This place seems so peaceful. It's funny, they had just that one little group of zombies, but otherwise, not a lot going on.
See that place, Ese? That's opportunity.
Oh, do you see that? There's already a feral here. What are we supposed to do with that feral? I mean, maybe with all three of us here, we've got a chance. Ugh. So I'm just starting a brand new game of Lethal. And before I even get to my base, there's a feral after me. Well, at least I got friends. That was actually kind of savage and unfair. All right.
Looks like we got some attention.
Let's deal with it.
All around. Closing fast.
Hey, get off my friend. Yeah, climbing over the wall, that was real helpful, guys.
No dice.
So hopefully we've attracted most of the zombies outside. I can hear somebody. Sounds like they're probably downstairs. Okay, we haven't quite cleared everything out yet.
All right, we're clear. We should
Okay.
claim this place and get everybody moved in.
Okay, that kind of worked. I'm a little weirded out. This is going too well so far. Don't worry, I will definitely find a way to die later.
Supplies delivered as promised. The pipes are working.
Hey, come back. Come back here. Come back. Hey, Theodore.
Enjoy your water and power, everyone.
Actually, I'm going to switch to Theodore.
People so much. We brought some supplies as a welcome to our town.
Our first priority has to be gathering materials. We'll need them to increase this place.
How about you scout a new part of the map for us?
Okay. So while I'm looking for materials, we'll try to make a little bit of headway on the base. Do we have... Okay, yeah. Let's build an infirmary.
We've already got to start on building this base up into something real.
Let's have a look at where we can go. So,
How's it going over there? We could use some backup here.
I happen to know that that
Meet you soon, Vato.
is a gun shop,
Thank you.
but yeah, actually just having a
Fuck
gun,
anything up, I'll be back.
even before we go after the that initial mission, I'm feeling like we should at least try to get a gun in somebody's hand. Okay, not thrilled about how that bloater is getting closer and closer to that screamer. Okay, good, he's turning around. I knew I wanted to take the screamer down. But I was nervous that the bloater was going to come up behind me as soon as I did it. Alright. Feeling more confident. Another screamer, look at that. Alright. Sneak up on this guy too. So because I've got these, like... Normally I'd be like, let's just avoid confrontation if it's, you know, feeling dangerous. But... because these characters are so low experience, I feel like I gotta take every opportunity to give them some XP. Alright, let's get some stamina back. Dang. Right, already not feeling great about the state of my health. Ooh, okay, we finished putting the bed together. Let's clear this trash. Let's hope there's nothing scary in here.
Shut tight.
Of course, I gotta make noise coming in. Oh! Shoot! Alright. It's funny now, like, how intimidated I am by just minor little zombie fights because this character is so inexperienced. His health is already so low. And I haven't been playing in the lethal zone for quite some time. So everything's just a little scary to me. And that guy has no idea where I am now. That's fine. I'll let him go. So this rucksack is going to be a hindrance, but also a help. Got 4 containers. I hope this one's got a gun in it.
Almost garbage.
Dang. Yeah, because it's lethal, we've dropped the quotas for every kind of thing. So there's going to be less guns.
All right. I think we're alone.
Less guns, actually, is the biggest deal. Okay, good. We've got a regular old 1911. An encyclopedia. Maybe we can sell that to somebody. Normally I don't pay much attention to what enclaves have to trade, but since I'm right at the very beginning of the game, I feel like
Nothing else here.
there might actually be something I can get out of trading with this first enclave. So let's drop my rucksack. Rucksack? A rucksack? Is that a rucksack shaped like a giant sock? I feel like that's a product somebody has probably invented at some point. But no, I'm going to drop the rucksack off at home. And then, actually, you know what? I'm going to use this
Get low on
bandage.
that.
Why not? Okay, we've got a screamer. Oh, we got a guy watching the screamer's back, and we've got a bloater trap on the ground. So the question is, can I get past this regular zombie without him chasing me down? There's another bloater in the background too. Okay. Okay. You know, in Heartland, you can actually harvest some useful, like, materials out of one of those bloater traps if you do it right. And I feel bad that we never brought that into the main game. I think that could have been a really interesting way for the bloaters to work. Alright. It's good to run places when I can, because that'll help build up my cardio.
Catch my breath.
Materials depleted? No. Alright. Well, I need to get some materials. Well, this spot... Oh, that's a fuel place. Would this have had... This has materials. Okay, I still want to go over here, but... I think getting materials from a familiar place is actually going to be a little safer. So let's do that real quick, because we do not want to start having bits of our facilities falling off. And Meagher Valley's just got such a nice vibe. Like, when you're not being murdered by zombies, it just feels like such a peaceful, quiet little neighborhood. Like, I'd want to come to a place like this. I'd want to, like, go on walks in a place like this. In real life. Alright, materials, seeds. That'll be good for doing some gardening. Oh, there's another feral. You see that? And this time I don't have my friends with me. So, yeah, gotta be careful.
Got no room for that.
Oh, I forgot to drop everything else off. Dang. All right, well, maybe I'll come back here later if I remember. All right, gotta move on. So this time let's drop off all of our stuff. Except for the encyclopedia. We might want to sell that. Okay. So yeah, let's drop off the bullets we're not going to use. This. These are both useful to me right now. Oh, look. Oh, I hadn't even noticed. Of course, we have a shotgun loaded up here. Might not be bad to have that for emergencies, though. Like, I don't want to use it a lot. Let's not even bring extra shells. This is purely for if I run into a feral. And I'm just going to run away if it gets any worse than that. Except we're low on food, we're low on meds. We've got just enough materials now. So let's head over to this enclave. Now, how much would it cost to get some food production going? Can't afford it yet. 13 materials, right. Costs in Lethal Zone are just insane. They're so high. Now, I'm not sure. Is there a materials source on the way? Are any of these places I could get materials? Probably not. I think that's a coffee stand. I think that's a warehouse, actually. Maybe I should loop up that direction? Well, maybe I'll hit it up on the way back. I should at least kick off this mission first. I really like this early phase when you don't have a car, you don't have any skills, and you don't have, like, any good equipment or anything like that. Like, it makes you think about the world differently. You know, the entire game goes differently. I'm just gonna search here real quick, just because I don't know what's in this box. It's tempting me. Firecrackers. Interesting. Those have limited utility in the lethal zone. In normal or better, they can just get zombies off you really quickly. But they can't pull already aggressive zombies off you in Dread, Nightmare, or Lethal. So you have to really be planning ahead to use them. You can't just get into trouble and just throw one behind you to attract the zombies. Like, you have to be sneaking up on the zombies. You have to have the upper hand to use them effectively. And even then, like,
could be bad news.
and even then, with zombies kind of spawning in every direction, you know, you can try to use something like a firecracker to manipulate them, but you're just as likely to drag zombies, you know, to attract zombies straight through the place you're trying to move through as you are to clear that space. So the best use of them that I've seen has been to set them off when you're about to go after a plague heart. So the zombies who spawn because of the plague heart go to the distraction instead of to you. These guys are hanging out upstairs at the barn. That's adorable. Oh, never mind. Came downstairs. Hey, everybody.
Hi there.
Okay, so we need to find plague samples. Of course we do.
The safest way to collect samples is by killing plague zombies. The best place to find them is in the territory around a plague heart. Those
Okay.
things basically infect their whole environment. Kind of fascinating. Or you could just destroy the plague heart itself to get a bunch of samples. That's more dangerous. Some advice? Raid your supply locker for the best gear before starting.
Helping
Yeah.
out like this is a good way to make friends.
Let's hope this pays off. We could use allies out here.
Yeah, going after a plague heart right now in Lethal is a very bad idea. So, I'm thinking those plague screamers that are marked on the map, they're my
For now.
best
It
shot.
won't be long until the muertos wander back in.
Because I'm not seeing a lot of regular plague zombies around here, because we're right at the edge of plague territory, I think. Okay, how quiet is jumping over a fence? Quiet enough. Okay, influence, but no samples. At the lethal zone, zombies don't drop plague samples all that often, so
Yeah. I'm thinking we got a plague heart nearby.
it probably is better to try to go after like a larger group of plague zombies if I want to raise my chance of actually getting samples, but not feeling confident doing that kind of thing. Of course, juggernauts.
We'd be in bad shape. Here's a little something as a thank you gift.
Whoa. Okay, so the Sheriff Boone just gave me an Uzi carbine. That's pretty cool. Mostly because that fires 22, and so that's the cheapest ammo that comes in the largest amounts. Oh, and look up here. We've got a weapon case. Yeah, we're using the wrong animation on this. Okay, another thing to sell. Unfortunately, until I clear this mission, I don't have anybody to sell stuff to. So what I want to do is just find... I mean, I don't need to find a lot of other gear. I just need to find another materials rucksack to bring home. Oh, wait. Oh, we've got plague zombies. Yeah. Yeah, I should probably hunt a couple of these guys. Again, like, the game is so different when you know you can't escape in a car. And you know you have to be careful because your character can't stand up to a lot of misfortune. The process of stealthing your way through these situations is just really different. Okay, even if this alerts the other guy. Uh-oh. Okay, everybody at home is depressed. And I'm not surprised. We're low on everything. And nothing's dropping samples. I don't think I can... I don't think I can take this seriously as a goal. Okay, I think that's everybody. And there was a... It's just gonna have seeds, isn't it? Yeah, there was a searchable container over there, but I think it's just gonna have seeds. And I don't have space for that in my inventory, really. And it's not like I'll be actually successfully making a garden anytime soon, so...
Trouble ain't too far away.
Alright, where's the... Oh. Okay, I think... Maybe this will have some bandages in it or something? Okay, some more luxuries. I'm going to leave the luxuries at home. I'd forgotten that, of course, this enclave is going to be occupied by a mission that's going to take forever in the lethal zone. So selling is not actually a thing I'm likely to be able to do anytime soon.
Almost garbage.
I keep finding weapon remains that I can't bring with me. So there's a third container in here somewhere? Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. I hadn't noticed that as I came in. Maybe this will have materials in it. There we are. Oh! We got our first heavy weapon.
I might be carrying too much here.
Fair. Also, the sun is starting to go down.
Got a freak over here.
Wait, what kind? Just screamers. Oh, there's a feral behind me. Yeah, screamers aren't that scary on their own, especially if I'm sneaking around, though, if I screw up and get their attention, and I can't kill them quickly, then they become a bunch of other zombies. There's a bloater over there. And another warehouse to search. Alright, let's run. Get ourselves a little bit of cardio.
I think I ought to rest.
Oh, and I forgot we've got this building right next to us. I think that usually has some stuff in it too, doesn't it? Okay, one more of those. And we can build something else. Well, actually, wait a minute. How much does it cost to build a workshop? 8. And we're at 10. That's not crazy. Let's build a workshop. I'll worry about the garden later. So now the sun's going down. Part of me wants to go back and get both of those weapon remains that I kept leaving behind.
Quiet.
Okay, cool. No zombies around. Well, I still hear something, but at least not inside. Toolkit. Okay, I can fix the car. I still need a gas can. More materials and some seeds. One more. Oh, there it is. Okay, not too bad. Okay, that's another screamer. Or is it? Okay, that guy's not the screamer, but there is a screamer. I wonder if it's hiding in the walls or something. I want to be careful about this. I'm coming over this way because there's a military site here. My inventory isn't quite full. Probably have to come back for more stuff in a bit, but I can at least bring something home. New pistol and 9mm. Let's bring the pistol. And actually, maybe I should go back and switch characters so I can, like, arm somebody else. And bring them back here to get more stuff. Give him some rest. Yeah, let's run back.
I need a break.
That bloater keeps making scary noises. Okay, hey, a star of cardio. Yeah, so once we get some fuel, we'll be in better shape. Here, let's drop off. Actually, let's get this into the top slot. There we go. All right. We'll give Theodore a little bit of a break. Jaznavi. It's your turn. Okay, let's have a look real quick at our morale situation. Why is our morale bad? Mostly just because lethal difficulty. And that's kind of it. So I'm just gonna need to keep building more stuff. Yeah, so we're gonna need even more materials, food and meds, and getting at least some fuel. I think people might feel a little bit more confident if we did that. So let's run her upstairs. Nope, not what I meant to do. Maybe I shouldn't have literally run her upstairs. Yeah. So she can keep this pipe that she's got. Or I can give her the sledgehammer. Let's wait on the sledge. Let's wait until we've got a little bit more, a little bit more stamina before we start swinging the sledgehammer around. Okay, the zombies are really piling up. Oh, the fuel. I need fuel, and that's here. Okay, so let's first explore our own little shed. Where was that? Okay, there's nothing. Okay, I couldn't remember if we usually put stuff in here. Looks like no. All right, so let's head next door.
I hope nothing heard that.
Oh, crap. Nope. Well, crap. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's, get away from where that happened.
And just like that, we're better off.
Okay, we've built a workshop. Didn't help the morale situation, but there's stuff we can do. We don't have any mods.
No sign of creepers here.
So I'm expecting a fuel rucksack out of this.
Thank goodness. Something we can use.
And oh, an ammo case. Cool. Ah, it had magic ammo inside, probably. So it gave me more of what I need for this exact gun. I've still got some room, so I think, wait, oh, we can search the apiary. See if there's any apes in here. Chunk of honeycomb. Is this all going to be chunk of honeycomb?
Maybe someone would want this.
Oh, chemicals. Got to squeeze the chemicals out of those bees. This is kind of reminding me of Vigor, which also had searchable apiaries, but which also had a mechanic where it would make a little buzzing sound, vibrate your controller, and like make you feel like you've been stung by a bee when you were hanging out near them, which was always disconcerting. Because in Vigor, you're always on your toes. It's a PvP game. You're always on your toes worrying about, is another player attacking me or something. And so any little piece of evidence that something's going after you freaks you out. It's very tense. Oh, wow. Lots of things. Oh, it just occurred to me. I could be claiming Outposts this whole time. I haven't been doing it. Uh-oh, meds. Okay, let's leave that there. And we'll come back for it later. My inventory's full anyway. I shouldn't have been searching. So it doesn't look like that screamer attracted anybody. Or at least if they did, they went away.
I have to slow down.
Okay, that's 4 fuel. Drop off our chemicals, our luxuries, our seeds, all that stuff. And now we can go get our car. Yep, we can go get our car. before we do, I should run in here and grab those meds while I'm thinking about it. Where were they? It's especially if somebody gets sick. We're going to want to have some options. Even though, actually, what we're really missing here is plague samples. Where is the container I have not found?
Don't see any of them around here.
Okay, I've cleared the site. There it is. There's the missing container. Ooh, it's outside. Fancy. Oh, is this going to also give me a gas can? That'll be funny.
I think I'm done searching here.
Nope, of course. He's got parts in there. Okay, so my car is over this way. And now I think this route is probably going to have a few more zombies on it than it had last time. I hit the wrong button. What was that? Oh, there's a zombie right over there. I couldn't see him in the shadow. Oh, soda can bomb. Let's not use that on anything because it's useless. Oh, I can see zombies climbing over stuff in the distance. I wonder if it's those same zombies I passed at the beginning. Probably not. I think I've gone far enough. They would have spawned and... They would have despawned and respawned by now. Oh, crap. No, it's a horde. Oh, no. Kind of was hoping not to run into a horde. Oh, there's a bunch of them up there. Alright, I'm giving them a wide berth. Oh crap. Oh crap. Screamer. Screamer that didn't show up on my mini-map. A little sneak. Oh. Jaiznavi's got wits. Doing her stealth kills. Alright. Hopefully nothing's clustered around the car. I can fix it and refuel it in peace. Though driving it is going to be a problem. It's going to... Like, one thing that's been nice about not having a car is I was kind of required to move quietly everywhere I went. When you're driving a car, you basically attract attention wherever you arrive. You can't just sort of sneak up on a place. Wherever you end up, you're attracting zombies. What the heck was that? Alright. I'm going to drop some stuff in there. Just trying to think. Is there somewhere else? Oh, you know what? I should go over to the abandoned military stash. And actually, it wouldn't be crazy to go try to pick up those weapon parts that I've missed, too. Because I think one thing I'm going to struggle with a little bit is keeping my weapons in good repair. What? I heard that noise. Okay. Anything coming after me? Nope. Okay. So I'm trying to remember, was it inside this shed that I left some weapon bits? I think it was. Alright, there's a feral near here, so I gotta be very careful. But it's not that close, right? I can probably jog a short way. It's like on the other side of this house from me. Oh. Hearing some growling. Oh, weapon bits. Okay. Yeah, I don't want... What was that? What was that? Oh. Does he see me? Or is he... No, he's just running around. Oh, that was so scary. Okay. This is a tense episode. Once I start, like... I assume at least one of these characters has gunslinging. Like, once I've unlocked gunslinging on a character, I'll be able to deal with those ferals with a little bit more confidence. Right now, I'm like... Yeah, I might as well just... I mean, the number of times I have to fire a gun in order to take them down. It's going to attract so many other zombies. Is it even worth it, you know? Alright. Oh, that bloater got up. Yeah, see, as I'm attracting all the zombies. But the group that used to be over here is gone. That's nice. Got some 9mm. Got a big old crate to search through.
I think I'll take that.
Yes, ammo rucksack. And what else? Finding a lot of ammo right now, but
All right.
I think I'm a little lucky. And you know what I just realized? We've got curveballs turned on. I forgot one of the other rules I was going to make for myself was I do not have to deal with curveballs. So I think that when we wrap this episode up, we're going to turn off those curveballs. I've forgotten where you do it. It's somewhere in the settings. But we're going to do a vanilla original recipe run through this game. Actually, you know what? Before any new ones... Okay, since there's no active curveballs right now, so good. Let's... Where is this done? Gameplay? Nope. It used to be here. I get the sense that it might have been moved, but I've forgotten where it would have been moved to. Don't think it'd be controls. Accessibility. Wait, could it be on the actual curveballs menu? I wasn't really looking for that. Toggle curveball settings. There it is. Okay, so I can enable customization and then set it to never. Accept. Save changes. Nice. Okay. No more curveballs. See you later, curveballs. Now, I wanted to... Yeah, let's go back here. Because Whoa. Because I left more of those weapon bits. Just look at... Oh, no.
Glad that's taken care of.
Yeah, it's kind of taken care of. There is a feral in this area. That I do not want to deal with. Okay, I thought... Was I misremembering that I had left gun bits in here? Did I pick up the gun bits and leave that firecracker? Maybe that's what I did. Well, either way, I think there was also maybe some seeds over here.
I should be careful of plague zombies around here. I need a rest.
It's funny how fast my characters need to rest. I've gotten really used to having like experienced characters with lots and lots of
At
stamina.
least it's not nothing.
Okay, just parts.
Can't find anything.
Oh. Rare to find an actual empty container. So we actually set up the containers so that none of them are empty by accident. Like, I don't think it's possible to, like, roll the dice and get nothing for a container. It's always got something in it, unless we've deliberately put an empty container somewhere. So the empty containers, it's not like, oh yeah, we put that container here and then randomly it ended up without any loot. No, it's always like, we've decided that we want to have a certain number of empty containers just for the texture of the experience. Like, finding empty things feels right. And so, yeah, so when you find an empty container, we put it there on purpose. Like, there's a certain percentage of containers that are meant to be empty. Little time jump there. Had to go out to dinner. What was I doing? I'm probably going home, right? That would make sense. But part of me actually, before I go home, wants to figure out where this plague heart is. So let's try to do that real fast. I know it's vaguely this direction, because that's where the red stuff is on the mini-map. Okay, I was actually not trying to hit zombies with the front of my car. I was trying to hit them with the back. I thought that if I could kill them in bulk, I'd be more likely to end up with a plague sample or two. Squalones. Oh, a nearby plague heart. Oh, wait, we're stirring plague hearts. No. That is not what we want. I forgot how this game works. I do not want plague hearts to be stirring. Okay, we've got a lot of red buildings. So I keep hitting the brakes on my car to slow down. There we are. There's the heart. To slow down, because that's when my scouting kicks in. Oh yeah, cows! Cow carcasses, yes! Alright, but we're going to try to avoid killing any more zombies. Because the last thing we need to do is wake up this plague heart. We are going to need to attack this plague heart sometime soon. But it doesn't have to be right this second. One thing I should consider... Ooh, you know what? Peddler's Barbecue. It is right on the edge of plague territory, but it is not inside plague territory. And it is a source of food. I have messed up the back of this car. I'm going to search this real quick, but then I'm assuming I'll get chemicals out of this. Seems like the only thing I could get out of this, right? Yep. But yeah, so I can make a food outpost out of this.
This place seems safe for now.
Right? Okay, yeah, I've got enough stuff.
The outpost is looking good. You know, with some extra elbow grease, this place might really shine.
All right, so yeah, now we're only losing 2 food a day because Jaznavi provides 2 food a day with her fishing, and the food outpost provides 2 food a day. So we're in much better shape food-wise. And we've got a rucksack now, too. Now, I can't drop off the rucksack here until I upgrade the outpost, and I don't think I can afford to do that yet. So we'll still need to transport this home the traditional way.
Let's head out. This place is picked over.
You know, because we've been doing this for around an hour, I am feeling like it's probably time to quit pretty soon. But I kind of want to come home with a full trunk. So let's see, where else do we want to go? This shack will have some items, but not any resources. There's some areas down here we could visit. Yeah, let's drive south. All right. At this point, this early in the game, any item could potentially help. So normally I kind of discount these shacks a little bit. Ooh, big old axe though. That's pretty cool. Yeah, normally I discount these things a little bit, but at this point, if it's nearby and it might have stuff in it, I'll take it. Molotov, for instance. I don't have a lot of fuel yet, and so I can't make my own Molotovs very easily. So finding a Molotov, pretty valuable.
For me, don't mind.
Oh, hey, my wits. My wits went up, and I have picked up a boombox. All right, so we've got a whole horde of 8, and then we've got a building. Oh, there's the horde. I was wondering where the horde was. I thought I would see it from where I was. Okay, I'm actually gonna... Okay, zombies are attacking me.
Better take care of it for good.
Not too bad for such a junior character. Okay, so yeah, I don't want to drive up and just attract that horde. I know I'm out of plague territory, so it probably wouldn't be that bad to kill a bunch of zombies, but I think, I mean, looking at the rear end of my car and what it looks like, maybe I don't want to do too much damage to myself. So let's just walk over here.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
definitely not.
Will that attract the horde?
I don't hear anything lurking about.
I can hear them milling about. I don't know if they've turned on me. Oh, they are coming. They are coming. Ah.
That's a lot of stuff.
Alright, alright. Crap. Yeah. Yup, they totally heard me. Okay. I think I can get back to the car. drop off some heavy stuff. Oh. Oh, they lost me. I love that the soundtrack knows better than I do what's going on. Hear the soundtrack just like pull up short. And then I know I'm safe. Okay, they're all just gonna hang out around that fence. I really wanted to clear that building out, so now that I've dropped off some of my stuff, we'll grab whatever else we can. Yeah, it's so funny how, like, I just start being really blasé about noise and stealth and stuff when I'm playing this game. When I'm playing at the lower difficulties and I'm just running around getting into crazy trouble. But, like, the fact that I slammed that door open, it attracted those guys over there. I could hear them coming. And I ran away just in time and then hid. Like, that's the kind of experience you want to be having in a zombie game like this. Ooh. Okay, yeah, they're sort of milling about a little bit randomly here, which makes it harder to sneak up on them. Originally, I was just going to go scavenge, but I like the idea of slowly taking this horde apart. Okay, let's get armored guy next. And this straggler. Just two more. Oh, an apiary. Whoa! No, 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 no. Come on. Whew! Did it. All right. There's no particular reason I had to do that, but, like, I wanted to see if I could. There was a while, I don't know if it was pre-release or post-release, when that was actually, like, physically impossible. Like, Horde members were sort of psychically aware of each other, where, like, if you attacked a Horde member, the other Horde members would just know. And there wasn't a way to sort of stealth your way through a Horde. And while that's harder, you know, and some people like, you know, as much challenge as they can get, I feel like that's not something, like, you want to have options. Like, even if it's harder for, you know, it's harder to win if the zombies, you know, can always hear each other and stuff like that, it's not more interesting to win in that situation. Like, it's more interesting to, you know, face a challenge in a game like this where there's a lot of different ways that you can approach it that are all valid. So even though it makes the game easier to be able to stealth through a horde like that, I think even challenge-hungry players would probably prefer that the stealth option is there.
Someone would want this.
Yeah, smoke grenades are pretty rare, so... Oh no.
They must have heard that.
Yeah. I knew it was the last container, so I wasn't too worried about it. But yeah, of course I triggered the noise. Alright, but we've hit my goal, which was to have a full inventory and a full trunk on the way home. So now we just gotta stealth back to the car, and we're good. All right. some food. Some materials. That smoke grenade may end up being really useful.
I'm home.
Alright, so we've only got 12 materials, which means we still can't quite make our garden, which was the thing I wanted to do. So we need to get a little bit more materials before we can do that. We did just pick up... What did we just pick up? A fuel tank for more fuel storage. Why not? Might as well install something. And we can also afford to have one more outpost. So we should think about what kind of outpost we want. We could take care of our food problem altogether by grabbing another food outpost, if one is available. But in order to make one available, like the Tartan Mart would work, right? Right next door to our existing one. We could also, if we wanted meds, we could do meds. If we wanted fuel, we could do fuel. But none of these are going to be doable until we've taken out this Plague Heart. This is very early in the game for me to think I can take out a Plague Heart. So I'm not sure that's a good idea. But it's also interesting to ask myself if I could take on a Plague Heart at this early stage in the game. So maybe that's something we'll consider for our next episode. For right now, though, that was a lot of intensity for me, so I'm going to take a little break. And maybe I'll come, if I feel like it later tonight, maybe I'll come back and do another episode. But for right now, I think we've got to quit. But I'm just excited that I didn't get any people killed yet. You know, I've been sort of feeling intimidated about starting this series. I've been worried that I couldn't handle it. And it remains to be seen whether I can handle it. But so far, so good. If I can prove that I can actually fight a Plague Heart with these sort of low-level characters, that will be nice. So maybe I should really think about that, though, because it might make more sense for me to explore, gather, build up my characters a little bit more before throwing them into that kind of risk. I guess I'll see what we do. Anyway, let's wrap it up. There's my subscribe button. Here's the next episode whenever it's ready, and I will see you later.